Dolph Ziggler has never had a WrestleMania singles match. I felt it necessary to lead with that point because it really is a shocking one. Nick Nemeth signed with the company in 2004, then, after a run of terrible gimmicks, debuted in 2008 as Dolph Ziggler. In the 8 years since then, he has proven to be one of WWE's most dynamic and exciting performers. On his day, he is one of the best in the ring in the whole company, drawing comparisons to Kurt Hennig and Rick Rude amongst others. He has carved a niche for himself in the modern product, with his willingness to throw himself around the ring for anyone he is facing. He is also an entertaining worker on the mic, and always seems passionate and honest and can draw people into his stories. All of this, and not once has he had a singles match at WrestleMania. The singles match has always been treated as the most prestigious way to end a feud. The singles WrestleMania match is vaunted as the legendary way to end a feud. WrestleMania is where legacies are formed, and one of the company's most committed stars has never been given the opportunity. Just to point out how much of a travesty this is, there are a whole host of people that have been given that match who are less deserving than Dolph. Here's a few examples. Michael Cole in an interminably dull match with Jerry the King Lawler. Lawrence Taylor in the main event of WrestleMania 11. Mr. T faced Roddy Piper in a boxing match. Butterbean knocked out Bart Gunn in 15 seconds in a match that helped no one. The Cat, I mean it was a cat fight that lasted 2.5 minutes, but still, that's a singles match. Maven for the Hardcore Championship. Vince McMahon on 3 separate occasions. Akabono versus The Big Show in a weird match. Weird sumo match. Floyd Mayweather came in versus The Big Show in a boxing match. Bret Hart, and not the classic Bret Hart from WrestleMania 13, back when he returned, couldn't actually take a bump and just walked around for so long. And Fandango versus Chris Jericho. While some of these matches were entertaining, and it's hard to complain about celebrity involvement at WrestleMania when it's part of its DNA, it would be a very difficult challenge to convince someone that Dolph Ziggler is less deserving than these people. In his WrestleMania history, Dolph has appeared 8 times. As a lumberjack on the pre-show for the Colons vs John Morrison and The Miz at WrestleMania 25, which is not the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania, and in the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania 26. At 27, he teamed with Lay Cool against John Morrison, Trish Stratus, and the female wrestling legend, Snooki. In a match only remembered for Morrison rejecting Stratus's handshake. He was a member of Team Johnny at WrestleMania 28. Fun fact, this is also his only WrestleMania win. WrestleMania 29 saw what was probably his most prestigious match when he challenged for the tag titles with Big E. Then he was in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale and 2 consecutive Intercontinental title ladder matches. While some of these matches were fun, some were appalling and just felt like a waste of his talents. I'm not calling for him to be main eventing the show at all, but just for him to have one feud that can be built up and feel like it deserves to be on that stage. It is one of the biggest mistakes WWE have made in a long time, and something they can still rectify. And while not all of the blame can be placed at their feet considering his concussion history, he has performed at WrestleMania 8 years running. Not many performers can say that, but they've never put their faith in him. With his recent work with The Miz and becoming one of SmackDown's standout performers, could this finally be the year? I, for one, hope so. Ziggler deserves it so much. You can find me on Twitter at Ropeburn Podcast or email me on chester@ropeburnwrestling.co.uk. I'd like to thank Kevin MacLeod for his track Cool Hard Facts, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. You can find it at incompetech.com.